Hi heathens! This video is going to be my Ipsy icon box. So the icon box is replacing, what was it? Glam Bag Ultimate? Why have I already forgotten what it was? It's gotta be Ultimate, right? Because you have Glam Bag Plus, and anyway, this is replacing that. So this is the Curated by a like celebrity or influencer box. You receive 8 full-size items. They pick 5 for you and you get to pick 3. And this month's box, because you get the icon box every 3 months, it's a quarterly box. This one is Anastasia Beverly Hills Curated. So I'm very excited about the products in here. And I have to say, I was really impressed with choice and really impressed with the items that I was receiving. So I know that we're only 2 months in and I really don't want to get too ahead of myself with this, but Ipsy and BoxyCharm coming together so far is a really good decision. Again, could just be flukes and we could be going straight downhill again, but also my upload schedule for the next little bit might be a little erratic because we're making some changes here. I'm doing a lot of decluttering. We're working on getting him a job. Since my card got hacked, the only thing that I did switch over was Ipsy so that I could make sure I got to choice in time. So Allure hasn't been reinstated, so I'm gonna get to all that at some point. I'm just taking everything one day at a time, so sorry about that, but we are here. We have my icon box. Of course, I do know everything that is inside here because they show me on the app and I had to pick the remaining 3. So I guess we're not getting the like magazine, newspaper, brochure things anymore. And we're getting spiraled paper. Yay. Exactly what I wanted. Okay. What I'm going to do is put this down in my lap and slowly pull out items and show y'all, and I will let y'all know what items were Ipsy picks versus what I picked. So first thing in here, this was one of my choices and I was very excited. This is the Commodity Milk full-size perfume. So I have one of these in the mini. Hello. Unnecessary. I have one of these in the mini and I really like the smell. So I was very excited to see that it was a full-size option. I just want to see what the bottle looks like, honestly. I'm not going to spray it yet because I do still have some of the mini left. And does it say what the notes are? No. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. That is a different shape than a normal perfume bottle. Is it a spray? Yeah, it is. Oh, it smells so good. It's got a nice deep scent, but it's not like fully masculine or musky. It's just a nice deep, like layered scent. I almost said flavor. I'm not drinking the perfume. Okay, so we have that. Then we have, very excited for this. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer, and this is the Soft Matte Primer. Again, something that I've been wanting to try for quite some time because I prefer a like satin or matte or natural finish to my makeup, and so I really am glad to have that. Oh, by the way, I'm not disappointed with a single thing in this box, which in itself honestly kind of surprises me because the last few months have been so like, not necessarily hit or miss, but there's been like at least one item where I've been like, am I really excited for that? Am I going to be using that? But this one of them being something that, this is an older product, don't get me wrong, but I've never owned it. and I'm very excited to say that I do now. And that is the Modern Renaissance palette from ABH. I've never owned one of these ABH palettes. I've owned like dupes of them from, I think those were from Bad Habit, but I've never owned a legitimate ABH palette, or at least I have the Nirvana palette, but not one of these like classic ones. So we've got, it's gonna get so dirty so fast because we've got that nice soft exterior, and then gorgeous color story inside. Very excited to use this. It does come with a brush, but I've kind of heard mixed things about the brushes, so I'll give it a shot, but probably wind up using my own brushes. Then we have a Glow Recipe Guava Vitamin C Bright Eye Gel Cream. And yes, I have a lot of eye products, but I like Glow Recipe products. So I was like, that's also a really good one. We have, oh, you know what? We do have a magazine. It was just in the very bottom of the box instead of on the top. So I'll be going through this at the end to go over prices of everything that was included. We have the Beauty Stat Universal Pro Bio Moisture Boost Cream. And I can always go for a nice good extra moisturizer. So again, excited about that. We have a Alamar eyeshadow brush trio. So at the very least I can try that with this ABH palette. And then our two final, but not least at all, items. We have another ABH product, and this is the Magic Touch Concealer, and I have mine in the shade 2. Do we want to? No. Because it's shiny, it's not wanting to focus at all. Let's try. No, okay. Well, shade 2 regardless. So we're going to try that. And then I have the Pat McGrath Labs Liquid Lust Legendary Wear Metallic Lipstick. And this is the shade Rose Divinity. Very excited for that. So I'm like so hyped. The only thing I'm not going to try in this video specifically is the primer, because I do want to try that in a video where I'm doing like a full face and I can use products that I already know, because since I'm trying a new concealer in this video, I don't want it to not work well with the primer and everything sit funny or anything like that. So without further ado, let's get right on into it. So of course first we're going to be going in with the Modern Renaissance palette, and I am going to try, my glasses just fell. I'm going to try their brush, and we'll see how it goes. So we have one end, which is like a nice fluffy blending in, and then one end that looks like it's meant to like help pick up shimmers or something like that. Remove our protective layer. And I'm gonna go in first with Golden Ochre to kind of build up a base, and then we'll see where we're gonna go from there. A little bit of kickback, but from what I've heard, all of them have a little bit of kickback, but none as bad as the Subculture palette. Okay, off to a good start. We got a nice layer. This brush actually isn't half bad. And for anyone who is new to my channel or hasn't heard me say this, when I'm trying a new eyeshadow palette, I usually do not use eyeshadow primer the first time so that I can see how these shadows perform on their own, because realistically primer is only going to enhance it. I was wondering why the mirror was a little Little cloudy. Alright, I'm gonna go in next. Same brush with Raw Sienna, which is just slightly darker. For anyone who has an ABH palette like this, do you try to leave the brush in the palette, or do you have the brush out with your other brushes? Because I can see the perks to both sides, because since this is a relatively good brush, I probably wouldn't be only using it with this palette, but you know, if I left it in the palette, then it's a quick, easy brush to grab when using the palette, you know? I feel like it would also be a quick, easy brush to lose if you tried to take it, like the whole palette with the brush, on vacation or something. I just feel like that's not as secure as brushes being like in a makeup bag. Okay. So far, so good. And I didn't expect anything less, because again, the only palette that I've heard like negative things about is Subculture. There are only 4 real shimmers in here, and then a 5th that you could like consider a shimmer. So I think I'm gonna try to go in with Antique Bronze. I do want to try using their brush first, since it does have that like flatter edge part to it. So I'm going to take that, dip into Antique Bronze, and then we are going to give it a little spritz-a-doo of setting spray. Oh, it smells so good. That setting spray, man, I'm telling you. And then we're gonna try and see. Oh, okay. Not the shimmeriest, but the application from brush to eye was very smooth. A little bit more. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do the other eye though with my finger to see kind of what the difference in application is for finger versus brush. I have something stuck to the side of my finger. I don't know what it is or where it came from. Has it been there the whole time? Okay. So, trying to do this without the brush falling out of the palette. So it's definitely darker with my finger because it's going on at a higher concentration and not being like dispersed. And the amount of shimmer is a little bit higher. But I'm excited about that. I've never owned one of those palettes, and I've always wanted to, but I've always been so nervous. Now I have one. Okay, next we have the Magic Touch Concealer in shade 2. So this is a very fair shade. Got a pretty decent size tube here. I'm going to hope that it has like a doe foot applicator, but I don't know. And I don't use concealer crazy often, and I don't know how, it smells funny. I don't know how high coverage this is, so I'm gonna start with just 2 dots, and then we'll see if I feel like I need more. I'm trying to figure out which brush I want to use. I think I'm just going to use this, which is a Shayna B. It's technically an eyeshadow brush, but yeah. You can use brushes for whatever you want to use them for. It definitely brightened up my under eye, and it's not so light that it's giving me that like crazy. If anyone's been on my channel for a while, you may remember a while back when I first tried one of the e.l.f. camo concealer shades, and baby, it was the wrong shade. Like, it was a really light one, so I was like, oh yeah, that'll be good, but it was like white, and I am pale, but putting white under my eyes still is not the way to go. I was looking pretty scary. Yeah, so I definitely think with a foundation that would actually look really nice. I try to avoid cat hair. No, eyelash. Okay, you're just gonna look at the eyelash. I try to avoid too much concealer right under the eye because my eyes do tend to crease pretty badly no matter what foundation or powder or what concealer or powder I'm using up under there. So I try to take it right under that crease. You can see the eyelash. But I'm not mad at that at all. That's actually, that seems really nice. Like I said, it definitely has brightened up the under eye. Okay. Again, this box is looking pretty good. And then the final product to try, I think, right? Yeah. Oh, I didn't use the Alamar brushes. I'll use them in another video. It's fine. Is the Pat McGrath metallic lipstick. So pretty. And I don't know, you should be able to kind of see the shade up in there. But since it's supposed to be metallic, we'll see how it goes. But obviously I have nothing on. Satisfying sound. We've got a teardrop shaped doe foot. It smells really familiar, but I can't place what it is. If anyone else got this, please tell me what that smell is, because that's gonna drive me crazy. Very smooth. Wow. That went on flawlessly. And it's definitely metallic, but without being crazy shiny. Because I've had a few metallics before that literally looked like you were trying to shine a spotlight on my lips, but like not in a good way. It was more like, hey, look at every single crease and wrinkle on my lips, and that's just not flattering for me. So, prices. This box was amazing. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out there. So, we have the Pat McGrath Liquid Legendary Lipstick, Liquid Lust. I think I said Liquid Wear. So, Liquid Lust Legendary Wear Lipstick is $32. The Beauty Stat Universal Pro Bio Moisture Boost Cream is $50. That's crazy. I don't know if that's full size. This says full size is 30 grams. 50 bucks. That's expensive. That's expensive. Okay. The Modern Renaissance palette is $45. The Alamar Essentials Eye Trio is $18, which is not bad at all. The Fenty Beauty Retouch Primer is $36. The ABH Magic Touch Concealer is $29. And some of the other items aren't listed on here. So I will put in the description box all the prices because they're also not on the back. And they're not in that last page either, which is where I was kind of expecting they would be. But no. So there's a few items that prices are to be determined, but if I remember correctly, when I made my box, it said that total retail value was $318. So well worth the price. I've been really pleased with this box and I cannot wait to try some of these other items. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know what you got, and if you agree with me that this has been like, granted, yes, you're getting 8 items for Icon, but even with the previous Ultimates, this box by a long shot seems to beat them. So let me know if you agree. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to see more of my content, despite how erratic that may be coming forward, and I'm sorry. And otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.